Hey guys, it's Kristen, sales director with Mary Kay, senior sales director with Mary Kay. It's an exciting promotion. So I get to talk to you guys today about time management, which is really important because the number one objection that we get in Mary Kay is I don't have time to either start a Mary Kay business or work the Mary Kay business you already have. So I'm just going to give you some great training that has been shared with me by the most successful women in this company, and it has really changed the game for me. So there's 168 hours in a week, 168 hours for the president, for you and I, for Beyonce, and all the people who are doing things. So 168 hours in a week. Now I think sleep is super important. So if you sleep 8 hours a night, which is recommended, that would be 56 hours of that week. Also, a lot of people in Mary Kay have full-time jobs on top of their Mary Kay business. Actually, 75% of women in Mary Kay have a full-time job and a family. So if you have a full-time job, that's 40 hours of your week. But also, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, there's 40 hours of the week that your spouse might be working. So you might be working around that schedule if you have kids and that kind of a thing, and just not having anybody to be with them. So we're gonna set aside 40 hours for work. Now, if you're a college student, I would put 40 hours for school, studying, and a part-time job and or internship that you're doing. Usually 40 hours for one of those things needs to be taken out of your week. And then I'm guessing you're like me and you like to eat. So if you like to eat, work out, you've got to commute, you've got to shower, hygiene's important, date nights, church, all those kinds of extra things that are important to us. Say you gave yourself 6 hours a day for extras, that would be 42 hours of your week. So to recap, there's 168 hours in a week. You sleep for 56, 8 hours a night. You work or go to school, intern, whatever, 40 hours a week. And then you need to eat, sleep, commute, work out, church, date night, all the extra stuff, 6 hours a day, which ends up being 42 hours a week. There are still 30 hours in your week for your dreams, AKA Mary Kay, because it will make all your dreams come true. So when I heard that for the very first time, what it opened my eyes up to was the possibility of what I could really do with this Mary Kay business. Because I've never done this business with all the time in the world. I've always done it around crazy things, babies, sicknesses, deaths, moving, and just everything. Husband working, husband not working, husband in school. Like, it's just been life. I know you have life too. We all have life. But I think sometimes we like to think that our life is different than everybody else's, so we're not allowed to be successful. Like, maybe if things were different, I could be, but really, we're not that different. We all have the same number of hours in a week, and we all do similar to the same things. We all sleep, eat, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna show you what I've decided to do with my life. So this is a weekly plan sheet. If you go onto Mary Kay In Touch with your consultant ID, and you can go into the top right-hand corner to the search engine and search weekly plan sheet. There are blank of these forms, and I do them about every quarter of the year with my husband. And what we do is at the top of it, we write our values. So my values at this time in my life are my family, well, quiet time, which is like my faith time, family, Mary Kay, and then my home. We have a gorgeous new home, so that priority has changed because I just love cleaning my house all of a sudden. So those are my values at this time in my life. And what I did was I created each of my values has a color, and then those are the only colors I am allowed to use on my weekly sheet. Why? Okay, I was told by my Pink Cadillac director, if it doesn't bring you lots of joy or it doesn't make you money, it should not be on your schedule. I'm gonna say that again. If it doesn't bring you lots of joy or it doesn't make you money, it should not be on your schedule. Your schedule is a reflection of your values and of where you're going. So that was a huge difference for me because I feel like we try to wear so many hats as people, and today's society, everything moves so quickly. But that's where you find people who, you know, a year goes by and they're the exact same place financially, physically, spiritually. We're in autopilot because we're not being intentional. We're letting life happen to us. We're not making life happen. So this is about designing a life that you love. Your values might be different. Sometimes my health has been one of my top 4 values. Working out, which you will see is on here, but I actually put it in my family time. So let me show you what I did. So what I did was I put down actually my family time and my quiet time first. So I have quiet time every morning when I can read, journal, meditate every single morning at 6 a.m. And then I have all the yellows, my family time. You can see I have a lot of family time. It's really important to me. That's where I have my gym 3 days a week. I do yoga twice a week. And then I have evenings and afternoons with my family. What's pretty consistent though is I want you to see is like I have my home time laid out because I do want my home to be a very happy, clean, peaceful place. So I do laundry and I do dishes and a lot of normal stuff, right? But you'll see that I have a little bit of pink almost every day except for Sunday because that's just a full kind of like family faith day. But 6 days a week, I have an hour when I know that my son will be in his room playing, having quiet time, and my daughter Beatrice will be napping. And that is when I do booking, coaching, and following up with customers or consultants every single day so that I don't get behind. It's a non-negotiable. Like it's the same time every day. I know my daughter's napping. I know my son will be in his room. I have at least 1 hour when I can do my bookings for the day. I can coach my upcoming appointments, and I can do follow-up with either customers or consultants. And then I have, of course, my Mary Kay meeting, which I've colored in pink because I don't just go to the meeting. I have guests or new recruits, so that is an income-producing time for me. So you can kind of see this is not like the perfect schedule. This is the perfect schedule for me in my life right now. I realize that it makes me a lot of money, it brings me a lot of joy, and it makes me feel like I have lots of balance in my life. But what I just kind of talked about and I want to bring up again is IPA hours. So when I work Mary Kay, my highlighted pink time, these are IPAs only, which means they're income producing activities. So what makes us money in Mary Kay? Booking, coaching, those appointments to hold. So remind them, can't wait to see you in a couple days. Is your skin normal, dry, or oily? That kind of a thing. Do you have any guests? And selling, which is holding a selling appointment. It can be a skincare appointment, or it can be a follow-up makeup appointment. It could be a party. It could be a one-on-one, whatever. Sharing the product is an income-producing activity. Not just talking about it with somebody, but actually letting them try it on, okay? And then recruiting. So for me, recruiting would be going out and getting a coffee date with one of my clients or one of my consultants' clients to share the business opportunity, or sometimes it's a 3-way phone call if they live further than 2 hours from me. It's a 3-way phone call. So if it is not book, coach, sell, recruit, it is not going to make you money, so you can't consider it Mary Kay time. Now, if you're on Mary Kay watching YouTube videos, if you're on Pinterest, if you're thinking about your business, if you're scrolling through Instagram looking at Mary Kay people, it might feel like it's Mary Kay time, but it's not. It's your free time and you're spending it thinking about Mary Kay, which is great. And your education is super important, but it is not an income producing activity. So a lot of times people get confused. They're like, I feel like I'm working my business all the time. Like I'm doing so much Mary Kay. But if I were to ask you how many hours you clocked in IPA hours, and it's like 2 or 3 a week, how much would you get paid at another job for clocking in 2 to 3 hours, right? So when I go through and I have my pink hours, my Mary Kay hours have to be booking, coaching, selling, or team building. And if not, then I'm not allowed to call it Mary Kay time. It's a part of my family time. It's something else, okay? So I will tell you that at this season in my life, as my husband's going through a fire academy to become a firefighter, it's basically like boot camp. It's very intense. I'm only doing 30 IPA hours a week. That's how much I have in my schedule. But 30 hours, just so you know, 30 hours of IPA hours in Mary Kay makes me a lot of money because I've been doing 30 plus Mary Kay hours for 5.5 years now. And it makes the kind of income that could support my entire family of 5 in our dream home with our dream cars. Like my Mary Kay business could do that. So if you do the work and you do it consistently, what's really nice is then it starts to build on itself. We get so much residual income in Mary Kay. I have amazing Mary Kay consultants who have been with me for years, and they have built up a great customer base. So they just keep ordering so that they can make their 50% profit. So that's residual. I have worked with these people, I've invested in them, and I still do today. And so that money just comes. in my commission checks every month. And then of course I've built myself a very loyal, happy customer base. So those reorders just come in. So even though I'm out every week finding new customers as I'm booking from referrals and booking parties from parties, it's like my money gets bigger and bigger, and it's not like I have to work more and more. That's one of the things that I want them to understand about Mary Kay. I want you to understand about Mary Kay is it's not like anything else where you work an hour and you get paid for that hour. Or even at a salary job, like you're just gonna get paid that much for your hours. In Mary Kay, your hours become worth more and more and more and more and more and more and more money, which is why we have so many millionaires, is the money builds on itself, momentum builds. The worst thing that you can do for your business is start it and stop it and start it and stop it and start it and stop it. Good for you for restarting every time, because that's very humbling. And I wasn't even gonna talk about this, but I guess I'm supposed to talk about this. If you stop and start and stop and start, that momentum that you've built, it completely cuts out. Like it completely cuts out, and you are starting from square one. So people like me, because there's many people like me in this company that just don't let emotions stop them from doing the work they're committed to doing. Like if I broke up, say me and my husband got a divorce and I had a corporate America job, I would not be able to say I'm going through a divorce right now, so I'm not going to be able to work my Mary Kay business. No, I would need my job more than ever before, because I would need to support my family, okay? Or hey, me and my boyfriend got in a fight. I hear this all the time. I can't work my business right now, me and my boyfriend just got in a fight. I'm so sorry to hear about that fight. That's an emotional problem, that's not a business problem. And in any other job, you would get fired if you didn't go to work because you got in a disagreement with your boyfriend. Or just silly things. Like if you kind of had a cough, you might go to your real job, but then people don't book their Mary Kay. So if you treat Mary Kay like a real job, it will pay you better than any other real job, okay? And so getting this time management under control has been such a blessing to my family, because at the end of the day, my husband knows what to expect from that day. He knows what's coming up tomorrow. This weekly plan sheet is something that we sat down and did together. We talked about our family goals. We talked about my Mary Kay goals, the kind of people I want to impact. And so it's going to bring so much peace to your life to go on the Mary Kay In Touch, print off the weekly plan sheet, put down what your values are. And you could do 10 hours IPA of Mary Kay a week. Most people spend that on social media in a week. Actually, 15 hours is the average person's social media intake in 1 week. So you got at least 15 hours right there, right? And that's not even including Netflix, people. Okay, so fill out what your values are, because I bet your value isn't Netflix, and I bet your value is not social media. It is not a value of mine. So I put down my values, use a highlighter, use crayons, get cute with it, right? And if you watch this video and you send me a picture of your weekly plan sheet, I'll know that you watched this and you didn't just think, oh, that's a cool idea. I'll know that you're actually serious about your business and you're wanting to make things happen by filling one of these out and sending it to me. And then get excited, because you can wake up every day and love your life and know that you choose your life and that you are in control of your success, nobody else. Your time does not run you, you run your time. We've had this power our whole lives. Oh my gosh, just to think where I would be in my life if I had done this forever. But things are about to change for you, because you've seen this video. I know you're gonna take what I've said to heart, and you're gonna get excited about filling your life with things that make you money or bring you joy. Or in the case of Mary Kay, it does both for me. So have an awesome day, and I hope you enjoyed this training. Can't wait to get pictures of your weekly plan sheet.